still out in the desert, I thought we would keep running around out here because, well, there's still a little more stuff to find, like... Oh, wow. Like this. This looks like the perfect opportunity to throw in a grenade and see what happens. Oh my gosh. Oh, we leveled the entire place. That's fantastic. Holy crap, dude. I hope that was 15 seconds, and if not, well, I don't think I care, because that was so good. It's not violent, it's just explosive, or something. I don't know, whatever. Let's just keep going through the desert. Oh, look at that, perfect. It's like the game heard my explosions and said, hey, you know what? We need to give this guy a box, somewhere he can place all that crap he just leveled. Oh, that's fantastic. Let's see what we got going on over here. I did not see this on the map when I was just kind of looking around to see if there was still any reason to be out here, or if we just were ready to go north. Well, I'm okay with saying we stick out here for a minute longer at the very least, because, well, bye, kitty. It seems like we found some stuff. Oh, man. It's a little campfire in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. There's really nothing else around. We already got rid of the lumber and the tire right here. I guess we can go check out this little corner over here and see if there's anything hidden around here. I mean, I didn't notice anything on the map, but it's only going to take a second to do it, so there you go. Just like that, we have filled in things. I suppose I should probably sit, actually, now that I think about it, just so that we can refresh our spawn point, because I haven't sat in a minute. So our spawn point was like 17 miles to the west. It's taking a little while to run out here, so, you know, we'll just maybe take a sit. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we got, looks like a fence over here. Some sort of gate. Area closed until further notice. Crown Archaeological Expedition. I can barely read the faded letters on the sign. It must have been written decades before the cataclysm. Just out of curiosity here. No, we can break them. Okay, I was just wondering if we could break the fence. We sure can. Don't have a reason to, per se, but, you know, if we can trash some of this stuff, this ain't bad. I mean, there's some good materials in all this, so I kind of... Get the box. There you go. Don't mind grabbing this stuff. Is this going to fall? No. This archaeological site looks important. I should look around. This is Fool's Canyon. I see you, recorder. I get the idea. The Crown Archaeological Expedition team was investigating something important. Investigate the site. Listen to the first audio log. In a minute. I want all of this stuff first. Alright, now let's listen to the first audio log after we check this. Oh, steel, my good buddy, steel. I want to scoop all of these things first in the hopes that we're supposed to listen to the thing first, and it tells you don't grab anything or else you're going to be cursed by a mummy or something.
Testing, testing. This is Judith Abigail Susan James, the Crown Archaeological Expedition. We're starting out our investigation at the canyon. The main artifact is large, pyramid-shaped, and appears to have some sort of an entrance at the top. We'll start closer examination tomorrow after a good night's sleep. Very exciting.
Okay. So now we need to find and listen to the second audio log, which is probably going to be further in here. Wow, I did not see this place at all. And in fact, I had been thinking we might even start over here, but that ain't going to happen. We are going to go dive deeper into this area. But before we do that, I just want to kind of backtrack just to make sure we're not missing anything else over here. There's another sign. I mean, presumably it's the same thing, right? It's the Crown Archaeological Dig Society Spectacular and Gala 1438.2-ish years. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, and I know that, and I don't really care. I'm good with it. Let's go ahead and send our stuff back, because we have a lot of stuff to collect. There you go. We collected a little bit of plastic, and I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave the one leaf. These look like they're going to be enemies at some point. Maybe not. Let's go ahead and check what this is. Some more ceramics. Oh, bones and wood. Excellent. Here. We can add to that with that. I actually didn't want any of that crap. What is happening today? My cats are being weird. I would say they're playing, but they're not playing, but they're playing. The Pinnacle and the Abyss.
These stone tablets seem to tell some ancient legend, but it's as if the markings have been somehow scratched off. Our electronics equipment keeps malfunctioning near this site. Oh, and there's an eerie glow around the stone ring at night. No apparent source for the light, yet it glows. We need to come back to this later. I'm sure there's a way to restore these and read the legends. This is Judith Abigail Susan James, the Crown Archaeological Expedition.
I feel reasonably confident in saying that we need to find 5 more of these guys, and then something will happen here. And I don't know that I'm ever going to find all 5 of them. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. I hope so. But I also have to be realistic sometimes, because I don't necessarily... I don't know. I mean, I'm not someone who tries to 100% games. That's not really my thing. Expedition Base Camp. Let's go this way just to see if there's anything over here, like a campfire in a box. Not a campfire in a box, a campfire and a box. Hi, how you doing? I mean, I guess since I destroyed one, I can keep destroying the others. We do need to spend a minute at some point looking at upgrades, but I guess we don't have to do that right now. Can drop all this stuff off instead. And I know we still need to go back to the dig site, so don't get me wrong, we're going to do that. I thought, well, this is a good chance to get rid of some stuff, so let's do it. Fried Vendus. Vendaci? Vendus? Vendaci? A small fish that is breaded and then fried on the pan, usually ingested in large numbers. Some corn and some red fish turns into some strafing speed. We probably need more corn. We need more corn. Where's the corn? Where's the corn?
Well, the gas masks are gone. Apparently, the beachhead station took them during their last resupply mission. They also reported some strange phenomenon deeper in the jungle. Intriguing. We better head that way. We'll just take one detour to see a new artifact discovered at the site B. This is Judith Abigail Susan James, the Crown Archaeological Expedition.
Okay. Hi. No, gather. Thanks. And search. Because maybe... No. I was going to say maybe there is another recipe in there, but there does not appear to be, and that's okay. I'm not upset about it. It's fine. It's fine! I'm not upset! I'm actually not. I'm totally fine. Ooh, we can gather more spices, though. That's exciting. I should mention, too, at the time I'm recording this, it's now finally hitting the interwebs in a big way that Infinity Blade, the original Infinity Blade, is now available on PC. I mention this only because, one, I think that's interesting, and if you've never played Infinity Blade, it's actually a pretty cool game. I mean, I know it you know, some people might look at it and be like, well, it's just a nothing but QuickTime events. Okay. You're entitled to that opinion, and I mean, in a certain very limited way, you're not wrong, but it's very, I don't know, minimalizing to refer to it in that way, and to say that it's nothing other than a bunch of QuickTime events. It's more than that. It really is. But it's just funny timing, too, because recently, like, I don't know, maybe about a month ago, I decided, like, out of the blue, was like, I wonder what's going on with Infinity Blade these years. Like, is there anything of interest? And sure enough, I found out all sorts of stuff, but more on that in just a moment.
Notes on the pyramid. Last night, I swear I heard a cry for help inside the pyramid. Very creepy. The team got so anxious that we decided to play it safe and fill the structure with cyanide gas before attempting entry. The voices seem to have stopped now, so it was probably just some wildlife. Supplemental. We've waited for 2 days, but the gas is not evaporating for some reason. It's weird, but it's not the weirdest thing we've encountered on the island. We'll need to get the gas masks from our jungle camp if we're to enter. This is Judith Abigail Susan James, the Crown Archaeological Expedition.
Judith Abigail Susan James, or whatever her name is. Weight of the Four. Oh, these are going to be all the tombs we've done. Winding Pathways. This one is still undone. Way of the Flame Serpents. I need to go back and do that one at some point. And we've done Tomb of the Hungry King, Avoid Return, and Fall of the Four Kings. And we've also done Way of Light and Tomb of Timing. So we've done a bunch of these, actually, quite a few more than I realized. I assume we're going to have to do all of those things to be able to get access to the tomb, although we do need a gas mask, because that was a problem going, I don't know, somewhere in the forest somewhere. So I guess we'll go look for that now. But as I was saying about Infinity Blade, I looked into it about a month or so ago, and I found that, yeah, all the games are technically available in a manner of speaking. It's just that it requires you to sideload them onto your iOS devices. But that's one of the reasons I'm kind of mentioning this, is that historically, you know, it's an iOS game. It was made by, I think it's Swedish Air, not like an airline, but the company Chair, C-H-A-I-R, C-H is, or Swedish? No, Switzerland? Switzerland, I think. Gosh, I'm getting my countries mixed up, because Sweden would be S-W-E, I believe. I don't know, or S-E, I don't know, whatever. It's either Swedish or Sweden, or Swedish or Swiss. I can't remember which. Anyway, it was an offshoot of a developer that eventually, I think, Epic bought. I don't think they were originally an Epic subsidiary. And then at some point along the way, Epic just killed the games, and there were 3 of them, and they were cool, but they were iOS only. They were never on Android, and it's one of those things where, like, I don't know, I mean, it was kind of a big deal back in the day. They kind of were, they kind of weren't. I don't know, I mean, I guess it depends on your friends group and all that, but I remember they got a fair amount of press, and Brandon Sanderson wrote some books. I don't know, a book, 1 books, 2 books, 3 books, I'm not sure how many. So there was some actual tie-in and some relevance to it. Like, it was a thing. And it was kind of cool to fire up the game after like 10 years, or I don't know, maybe it's only been 7 years or 6 years, but I hadn't played the first one in a long time, because I kind of stopped playing the first one to play the second one. I never really got into the third one, so it really had been a long time for me since I played the first one. All that to say, it was actually pretty cool. Like, I enjoyed playing. It was a lot of fun, and I've killed the God King a couple of times, and you probably don't know what that means if you're not familiar with the game. But yeah, I've wrecked the God King a couple times, but I haven't done everything there is to do in the first game, and it's I don't know, it's kind of a grindy game. I will admit that. It's definitely grindy, but it's pretty cool too. It's an interesting game. It was, at the time, it was pretty new. There really wasn't much like that at the time the game came out, so it was really kind of a new thing, and I really think it's awesome that a bunch of modders, I say a bunch because it's, I think, like 1 person and a team. Don't ask me how that works. To me, that's just a bunch of people. But basically decided they wanted to make the game playable on the PC side for purposes of preservation. I think that's awesome, man. I mean, you hear all the time about basically abandonware, and, you know, it's all about protecting the history. We gotta be able to play these games in the future. I mean, most of the time, it's just about, hey, I don't want to pay for a game, and I just want to, you know, download it from this website instead of go to GOG or something that actually legitimately sells it. But this is an instance where you cannot get this game anymore. It was essentially decommissioned from existence. You literally cannot buy this game anymore. It's impossible to do so, as far as I know. Unless it's being sold in like an unofficial store, in which case that is not an official way to get the game and is not legit. So, I don't know. I just think it's cool. If you know Infinity Blade, let me know what you think about it in the comments, because it's one of those things. I actually had the thought months ago, when a month ago, whatever it was, when I was playing all this stuff. I was like, you know what? I think just for the giggles, I want to fire it up on the channel. That'd be kind of fun to do. And I I never got around to it, and now you're just going to see Infinity Blade on every channel in existence because everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, you can play it on PC. Yeah, you can. So I guess that means I have to play Infinity Blade 2 or 3 so that I'm doing something different from what everyone else is doing. Because, you know, that's how it works, right? You've got to be different. It's pretty much the name of the social media game. There's a fixable bridge there. That's the one we ran by. I'm going to keep running through this area just so we can kind of fill in all of this gap. That had been on my to-do list for the rest of this area, for this desert area. And it looks like this is basically it. We cannot get through here anymore. It's not even possible to get through there and get to good old Skelly Bones guy. Oh my gosh. I can't see what you're doing. Stop hitting me. It hurts and stuff. Wow, we actually have a full inventory. This is bonkers. I don't even know where some of that stuff came from. Let's just keep rolling. I didn't mean to change that one here. Let's do that one, that one. We need, at some point, we need ourselves... Oh, perfect. This is why I wanted to go this way. I forgot this was going to connect. I saw it earlier, so I knew this was going to connect, or I felt reasonably confident it would connect. I just kind of forgot that's where we were. So this is going to connect us with a campfire over here, and we can just go ahead and take a sit. It'll be fine, and we'll just kind of come back into this area, I think, because we're not done. We're not done. I believe we also have some crafting or some upgrading or something we can do. And I'm just thinking, we left a couple of machines behind over by one of the link towers. Good grief. I don't want to do that one. Kind of don't want to do any of these here. I was thinking more along the lines of, I think somewhere at the bottom here, there were a couple of things we could do. And, but see, these all require lumber and all that sort of stuff. I wouldn't be opposed to upgrading the dentured fangs if we could get it down to maybe like 50% hit point loss. That wouldn't be bad, but that's going to be a lot of lumber. This is more or less what I want to be upgrading. Because I want to be upgrading this guy, the axe, and then there's some other things where, you know, maybe like the bandolier would be good, material magnets, some of those other things. We're not going to sweat those right now, though. We don't need to do that. We can just kind of jump back into the area here, and let's just go to the right. We're going to have to go, I believe, south back to where the not outpost, but basically where the digging company set up their base, because we're going to have to go the direction we didn't go over there, but this pretty much fills in the gap, so let me meet you over there then. So back at the expedition base camp, we can go ahead and close this door because you don't really need to come out. And then where does this leave us? This leaves us going this direction. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to sit right quick because once again, we are 17,000 miles away, and also we have ourselves a level to grab. I'm going to say... Take turret specialist just for the laughs, because I don't know why. Still don't really know what I'm doing with those dumb things, and yet I'm going to take it. Ooh, soldier helmet. Iron and ceramics. A hardened military-grade headgear. Damage block plus 14%. Damage deflect plus 50. Shoot. Let's make it just for the laughs, and then see what it takes to upgrade it. If you were a soldier helmet, you would need steel and hides to upgrade. I don't even know what we're wearing right now. We're wearing the motorcycle helmet, right? Because I liked that it does more damage, I think. Yeah. And it blocks a good chunk of damage, too, on top of that. Give me the slashing damage, please. I'm all about it. Hi, how you doing? So we're going to just kind of run down this way right quick and see if there's anything of interest over here. I suspect there's going to be all sorts of stuff around here, and, you know, it's going to be like, well, I don't have time to do this, but we'll see, I guess. Can we? Yeah, there was a little bridge over here, wasn't there? Let's go check that out first. Apparently, when you stop to kill everything along the way, you can get yourself some experience right quick. Yeah, you're going to be explodey, aren't you? Ow. Wow. Okay. I think that's probably a good place to leave it. I feel like that was a statement right there, and I'm not comfortable with what that statement said. We'll pick up on the next one as we try to find gas masks, because that is our new mission, goal, etc. in life. Catch you next. Until then, thanks for watching. See you later.